Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 Shadowkeep for some more Destiny 2 news and Season of the Worthy intel. And today, guys, I'm going to be sharing with you a really easy solo 100k Nightfall glitch. Nightfalls are a great way to power level in the game currently, and for most people, you're probably around level 970 to 980. This is going to be done on the 970 Nightfall, so it's going to be a lot easier than doing, say, the 1000 or the 130, I believe, is the next highest one. It can also be done solo if you're a little bit higher, say maybe in the range of 1000 or maybe even the range of 990. Possible solo method. Going to get to all the information regarding this particular farm, cheese, and glitch regarding the Nightfall in just 1 second. But first, I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel at 20,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway or any other giveaway in the future is like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell, right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box below. And as always, guys, if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll have a secret word you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, guys, these secret words stack between all videos. So if you haven't done that on a previous piece of content on this channel, go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. Alright, guys, so on to this 100k solo farm. As I've said, it is pretty easy. The main thing is to remember that when you get to the end, you really start the actual glitch. So, first thing you're going to want to do is, of course, kill all the enemies as you go through this Nightfall, if you're doing it solo or if you're doing it with a group. In this case, I was doing it with a group. Big shout out to my buddy Jake the Snake and my buddy Sinister. They were helping me out to prove that this is actually possible. So, as I've said, also, we are doing this currently at the 970 Nightfall. So, again, it's not that difficult. This is actually one of the Nightfalls you can still get in matchmaking. Though I wouldn't suggest doing this with a matchmaking group because you're going to need sort of the cooperation of everybody. So, the first thing, as I said, you're going to want to do is clear out all the ads as you go through the Nightfall. This will give you the highest possible score moving into the final phase. The next thing you're going to want to do when you get to the actual boss is when you're actually coming down the jumping puzzle, the platforms to the actual part where the boss will be suspended above you until you clear out ads on this platform. For those of you who don't know, this is the Insight Terminus Nightfall, or Strike. You'll want to actually damage as many of the enemies that are sitting around the Templar that does blow up as you can before the Templar actually does blow up. By doing this, you get kills for all of those added enemies when the Templar explodes. So you'll get an average 4,500 point bonus to 5,500 point bonus just by doing that. I've gotten between those two pretty consistently. So you'll get a damage or point bonus right there. And then once you get actually onto this final platform where the boss is suspended, you'll have the one plate that you have to charge up. Charge it just to the point where new ads spawn on this plate, but do not charge it enough to actually release the boss or start the encounter. This is because as the plate gets close to charged, it basically creates a whole new phase of enemies to spawn. This allows you to farm up these enemies as much as you want, and there really isn't any time constraint on it. So long as you just listen to the plate, there is a noise indicator on when the plate is fully charged. Listen to it. Wait till it seems like it's about to be fully charged, or about maybe, 3/4 of the way, maybe even half of the way, and then step off the plate and let it go down. This will spawn the new phase of enemies. And you can do this once the plate is completely not charged or discharged, and you can actually just essentially farm as many enemies or as many waves as you want in that time frame. You can get them going pretty quickly. If you do it correctly, you can probably get a new wave of enemies every 5 seconds or so. That's about how long it takes for the plate to actually charge up, for you to step off, and for it to go back down so that you can step on it again. because if you toggle back and forth too quickly, it will continue to charge. So you actually do have to step off it completely so that it goes completely down before you step off it again or step on it again. But if done correctly, you can simply get more and more enemies to spawn before you actually have to do the boss fight, and this will allow you to farm up your score. I would say farm up to about 95,000, and hopefully you'll get there at about 13 minutes or so. So the goal should be get as close to 95,000 score at about 13 minutes to get the full 100K. Now, we did a little bit more here. We did about 110,000. So you can kind of see that there's a variance in time, you know, between 13 and 14 minutes. If you're at about 95,000, that should give you plenty of time to nuke the boss, because this is a 970, and get the 100K score in the time frame before you actually start losing more score than you're gaining from the enemies that surround the boss. If you're doing this solo, it might be a little bit more difficult if you're at the lower levels, around 990 say. Obviously, if you're just solo and you're at the level cap, I don't think this will be that much of a problem, because at 990 you will be able to do serious damage to the boss and the ads. Probably even as much as me and my two fellow guardians were in this particular strike, as much as damage as we were doing together. So hopefully you find this information helpful if you're just trying to grind out as much gear as possible, if you're maybe trying to get into trials and get your light up a little bit easier, and or maybe you just don't have anybody to run a Nightfall with. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and stick around to the end. I'm going to let this play out just a little bit. Again, this was our run at 100K. Again, this was at 970, and it was pretty easy. As you can see, as we entered the final platform, we were at about 90,000. Time is really of the essence. We were at 11 minutes and 20 seconds. We farmed up to 95,000, and we started again around about 13 minutes. You'll start to lose score seriously at about 15 minutes, so it gives you kind of a way of figuring out how much time versus how much score you'll get from defeating the enemies in that last 3 or 4 minutes or so. Stick around to the end of the video for that secret word to leave in the comment section for that giveaway at 20,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you then. And thanks for watching all the way to the end, guys. And for the secret phrase or hashtag or term that you want to leave in the comments section today, guys, leave hashtag 100K Nightfall or Season of the Worthy. Hashtag Season of the Worthy or hashtag 100K Nightfall. Thank you all again so much for watching and supporting the channel. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. We will see you in the next video. Little.